So I think one of the most interesting ones that we've seen after these last couple of years of a lot of spending in digital
Mm.
is, for the first time in 2 years, there was a slowdown in July. And I definitely think that's something that we need to watch. I'm not concerned that digital ad spending is going to go away, but I think this glut of money going and purchasing, wherever they can find space is going to go away. And I think that more brands are going to start looking for innovative ideas.
Mm.
That also leads to just more places and more media that's available. So
Mm.
whether that's like in gaming networks, retail media networks, now that Netflix and other streaming services have got ad supported models, I think
Mhm.
that's going to be an interesting trend that is still going to tie into our world of
Yeah.
retail and CPG. But it's just a matter of like who is going to get there first and be really innovative about the way of using that. The last thing anybody wants to see is the same old ads on Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
use our data from the
Yeah.
last 3-4 years. I mean,
Right.
literally everything about us now. Serve me up something that's really relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny you say that about, kind of the bullwhip, if you will, of all the, things that have occurred. And we're reading so much even now in the last couple of months, right? Of like, hey, well, we saw this huge inflection point of e-commerce and digital sales.
Mhm.
If you remember, no right, wrong, or indifferent here, but is a bit of, at one point in time during the pandemic, it was, hey, stores are going to go away. That was the one far
Right.
right side, one end of the spectrum, and the other end was it's the internet's going to, the internet's just a short-term blip, and it's not going to be here sustaining. And I think it's interesting that I was reading something the other day off of that eMarketer published, and it was, when you look at the trend, and when you look at the trend within e-commerce and the adoption in the US, where it went, did the inflection like extreme,
Mhm.
where none of us could go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's like some of the categories are going back down, most of them, with the exception of one category, which is, as you would imagine, grocery.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting.